like to do, but we need help. You don't want to bring your butt out there to eat something up, but you don't want to help me. Hear what God told you: a man don't work, don't eat. All right. So you don't want to do that to help out, to help out. I know some weak-minded might be thinking, they're trying to get some money. Man, please go listen to all our shows, all of them. Don't miss one. And if you can tell me that we trying to send around and collect a collection plate every time you hear us on this radio station, man, I'll shut the hell up forever. I'll never do another show again. Okay, but if you can't, then please don't let that little devil, make you believe that, because that'll just be such a weak intention. We just simply saying, man, we want y'all to understand, man, that in order for it to be done, it's going to take us as a people, or those who are like-minded. I ain't going to even say a people. We're going to have to get believers. This is why Allah said to stay amongst them. So we're going to need the believers. Let me take the people back. The people was, was lost. We need the believers who hear what we're saying and could attest to it on a daily basis. Okay? Who can relate to what we be talking about? Who can see and envision it while we talking? We need you, because you know better. Okay, so if you know better and you know what we telling you and what we trying to tell you is, is the damn truth, then why not help out?
Right, and like I said, we not. It don't have to be somebody who's rich, man. It's somebody who has a skill, and you may be out of a job, but once we able to build up something, you got that skill. Right. We'll be able to get those stipends and stuff like that. If we're able to get grants or whatever for you to be able to get that money, but we have to start it. So whatever skill or trade you have, and you out there. I mean, if you're a carpenter, if you're an auto mechanic. Whatever you know how to do, or somebody who knows how to paint, electricians, whatever skill you have, if you're able to come and just give some time on the weekend, doesn't even have to be every day. 1 or 2 hours out of your day on the weekend, we can get together somewhere and we can teach these kids how to read certain things, even if you're somebody who know how to read blueprints and plans, architects, engineers, doctors, whatever. That's willing to come down and just give, just talk to the kids for, 30 minutes even, 20 minutes, whatever.
Right.
Just to start getting their mind and educating them on different things. We need those type of people. That's what we're looking for right now. So we're asking, anybody to contact us by email, realityundergroundradio@yahoo.com. And you said on Facebook, the brother has our Supreme Fragrance. Also you're trying to contact me, you can reach me by my phone, 305-202-0284, because I'm not worried. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for positive people, man, who really want to do something for the kids out here, man, because even though the summer's coming to an end, we can start now during the weekends, and the holidays. We can have some days when these teachers have these workshops and these kids are at home with nothing to do and their parents are working. We can all get together and set up something, for these kids to do on our free time. And again, only, an hour out of the day. We can just set up some little workshops for them to, to do different things. Even if somebody's, reading books to them, somebody that's a school teacher that may not be working right now, a substitute teacher, whatever the case is, we can get the funding for that, to help out with these different situations. We never know what this could turn out to be. It could turn out to be something very, very, very great, very productive for the kids, man, because we can end up even, you never know, we might get the support to even start a school. You know what I'm saying? Something like a magnet school.
Right.
So this is what we need more of, man. More people that's willing to come out and, like I say, on the weekend, starting out an hour out of your time.
Right.
Any man that's that's out of work, that just wants to teach kids, because this is what we're doing. We have so much to say about the children, what they are and what they aren't doing, or they lazy, this, that, and the other. But how are we going to talk about that if we have nothing to offer them?
Right.
So this is the time to be positive and bring something to the table besides a negative talk. So if you're talking negative, then here's the opportunity to bring something positive to those kids.
Right. That your ex-employees probably robbed from you. Okay. Hold on 1 second, brother.
Yes, sir. But we really looking for that, man. We want that support from the community, man, all around, and we can start this and have a movement, man, a do for self movement, going on, from here on, to several different states. So that's what we on right now, a do for self movement, bringing something positive, all around South Florida, North Florida, Central Florida, all the way up to, GA to Alabama, Mississippi, Texas, Louisiana. We want to just take it all the way around, man, these places where they need it, because, they're we're not getting help from the government, as we should be. So we're going to have to pool our resources together in order to build up something to provide, for our own communities and for the areas, outside of our communities that there are other people who want the same thing we want. And again, we have to get together, go down to these city halls and see what these 10-year plan, 20-year plans that they have, because they have them there, believe it or not.
Right.
So they have these plans set up, what they're going to do in the city, for years to come, and we have no idea. So when they finally do show up and they tearing down something and putting up a 7-Eleven in the area where we could have built a school or, some type of program for these kids to do, during the weekends or after school, we could have done something different from that. We could have possibly have gotten a grant. Anybody who knows how to write grants and know these different things, we need those type of people to come in and help out with that. So this is what we're looking for, these type of individuals, people who know how to write grants, doctors, lawyers, mechanics, again, any type of technician. If you know anything about IT, computer software, whatever your skills are, man, we need to bring it all in one place, man, and get together. I'm not the smartest man in the world, but I do have the knowledge to understand that we need to do something for the youth, because it's really getting out of hand. And us talking about them and saying what they don't know how to do without providing them with something to do or helping them learn how to do something, it's not going to work anymore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not going to work.
This is even some of the reasons why some of you teachers getting shot down in the school. You're just hard-headed. Your parents don't teach you anything. Yeah, man, you came up in a happy home. That's why. Okay, Mr. Teacher. I know some of them might be like, man, I came from a hard struggle too. Some may have. But you ain't, really the majority of you came from some type of background, where your people were a little bit confident. Because the average person ain't going to school to be no teacher today. All right? The average young person. Okay, that's just out of the question. They hate teachers. Ain't that right? Because they ain't teaching them now. They giving them dead teaching. You see? And when you getting dead teaching, you don't want to hear nothing else nobody else got to say, because you're going to think everybody teaching going to be dead. All right? It ain't going to be waking you up. Now, when you say teaching, and you hear me saying your teaching's dead, how they dead? There ain't no damn preliminary action behind it. This we trying to enlighten you upon. We need, we asking you for your help. Satan going to make you think we want your money. If you decide to, donate, then praise be to Allah. If you use that, in case, like I said, we wanted to throw a little get together and, for the people and so forth and so on. You might want to eat. It's hot as hell. You don't want to drink something, while you're there. So that's where the money will be going. We'll make sure that if my brother present now, if anybody donated anything, that we'll put our life on it. whether it's me or him or my wife. If any of us violate it, we should be punished. Okay? Brothers and sisters.
And then we're not even just talking about money. I mean, you got right now schools getting ready to be in. You got school supplies, that you can donate for kids.
You work in the store where they sell them out. You can work something out the way you get into your boss mind and, hey, look, man, I'm trying to help, you know what I'm saying, the cause. You think that, we're going to have a lot of people come here. You're going to make some money. But, you think you kind of, I know that's going to be tough to ask. But if they real business people, and if they have a heart, they'll consider what you're trying to insinuate, brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
It's gonna, like you said, we're gonna need these people with these skills. I hate to see people who have talent that they can really, really, really make a difference and make a lot of money, and they don't really care about it, opposed to somebody who don't know that talent. You're like, man, you tripping, bro. You know what I'll do with that? You know how we talk.
Right.
Okay? We need y'all. We need those, who, like he said, that are ex-teachers, probably got tired of the tyranny of those young brothers and sisters. And a lot of these teachers are dropping out and not wanting to teach them properly because they ain't getting paid properly. They deserve to get paid right.
Absolutely.
They trying to get your damn children, the best, from what they learned along the way, and they're going to college or whatever the case may be. Okay? So, we need y'all. God bless us where we got to host the events. An event with ex-teachers or ex-military, so that you can come and explain to our black youth, if you ex-black military, that is not worth you going. Now, don't get me wrong, they have their benefits set up. Okay?
But you know what happens with that, and I kind of touch bases on that a little bit too, as far as the military goes. What happens with that is they create a world, excuse me, for those guys that when they get outside of, and get back to being a civilian, a lot of them don't know how to deal with that, because everything is set up for them. They go to a doctor and they go to here and there, and all that's set up on the base. So when they have to come back to reality again, they don't know how to deal with it.
Right.
So this is why you see when a lot of them guys, and you wonder what's going on, why they seem crazy or distant, or they very quiet, because they don't really know how to deal with regular life sometimes. Not all of them, but there are a lot of them who don't know how, because they came from an area again where they did not know how to do anything, and they went there because this was set up because they wanted to make sure of that, because they need a bunch of people to go out and give their lives and die anyway, because that's how they do. But they do this. They take a person from a very poor community or poor area, or where they don't have any money, and they say, well, this is a dream we're gonna sell you. We give you benefits, you make a little bit of money, and you get a skill. And you go over there, you do all these weird things for them. Then you come back here, and you don't know how to cope with life, because again, everything is set up for you in there. So if you don't really know how to deal, or if you don't have the ability or the will to stay in there for 25 or 30 years, and you come out in 4 or 8, you pretty much gonna be left by the wayside, because your body's gonna be damaged, all tore down, broken down. Your mental has been broken down, because that's what they do.
Right.
If you don't have a strong mind, they're going to break you down. They're going to build you up the way they want you to be. So when you come out here, you're not going to know how to deal with people outside of that, because you've been set up with that structure that they built for you. So again, you come out here with you pretty much come out here the same as you really went in some cases.
Right.
And you get out and it's the same thing. There are no jobs out here. So now you back with the same people you thought you was leaving behind. You right back around those same people now, because you back home. And those same